Lord Krishna raised the Govardhan mountain to challenge the ego of Lord Indra. Today, once again, climate change has become a harsh reality for our planet, a reality we just cannot escape. So who is going to move mountains for us this time? Are all of us going to wait for Lord Krishna once again to save us all? Or can we really take massive action at the grassroots level to protect the environment? As a society, we tend to focus on protecting forests and rivers. But what about mountains? We call them mighty, majestic, and ancient. But they are usually taken for granted and neglected. Yet, mountains stand firm to serve the world, to fulfill their duty, to fulfill their dharma of sustaining life for the entire planet. It is time that we start valuing our mountains and their importance in our livelihoods. As India celebrates Govardhan Puja today, I bring to you some very interesting facts you might not know about mountains. Mountains are the water towers of the world, and the reason is that almost all the major rivers have their source in the mountains, whether it's the Ganga or the Amazon. More than half of the world's population relies on water from these rivers for all types of utilities like food production, drinking water, and the generation of hydroelectric power. River waters are also essential to the health of our ecosystems as they provide essential nutrients for aquatic life. And not to forget, the world's biodiversity depends on our mountains. Even though they cover only 27% of the world's surface, they contribute to more than 85% of the world's entire species. Your health is also directly related to the health of our mountains, because mountains dictate how the rivers flow and how the crops grow. Talking about crops, if it wasn't for the mountains, then starting our day with a cup of tea or coffee would have been a myth also. Tea and coffee plantations thrive in the mountains. The microclimates created by mountains are highly suitable for these crops, which are important sources of income for farmers worldwide. And as we all know, that mountains are also responsible for powering our homes. Mountainous cloud forests are important for energy security in many cities, which rely on hydroelectric dams to provide their electricity. These cloud forests are responsible for catching rainfall and fogs that regulate the flow of our streams. Without healthy cloud forests, the water would likely return to the atmosphere without reaching rivers, in which case, the water would probably never flow to hydropower dams downstream. And most importantly, without the unique mountain climate and the supporting conditions made possible by the cloud forests, none of the filtration process and the freshwater regulation would be possible. It is time to remember that mountains matter. It is time to acknowledge the fact that despite so much abundance, the people living in the mountains are still living a hard life. A lot still needs to be done for their needs. It is time to take individual efforts at the grassroots level to protect the environment, to consider nature as a gift of God, and to value every resource that nature has to offer. With this thought, wish you a very happy Govardhan Puja. This is Gaurav Kalra signing off until our next video. Thank you.